that occurred on 9/11. This is important to me because my family moved from Iraq in 2006 due to the War on Terror. The War on Terror was one of the consequences of 9/11. Who did the attacks on September 11, 2001, and was there a motive behind the attacks? Well, I grew up in the Middle East, and I was mostly around people who were convinced that the War on Terror had other motives than taking out terrorism. So I decided to look into it myself as well as educate myself on the subject a little more. So, on September 11, 2001, a series of coordinated suicide attacks occurred in the United States by the terrorist group Al-Qaeda. On that morning, 19 Al-Qaeda terrorists hijacked 4 commercial passenger jet airliners. The hijackers intentionally crashed 2 of the airliners into the Twin Towers of the World Trade Center in New York City, New York, 1 into the Pentagon in Arlington, Virginia, and the 4th crashed into a field in rural Pennsylvania after passengers fought back against the terrorists to try and regain control of the plane. So here's my thesis. On September 11, 2001, the United States government betrayed its citizens by allowing one of the worst attacks in history to occur on United States soil, as well as the Iraq War had other motives than taking out terrorism and weapons of mass destruction. So, for my background research, this is the NORAD emblem. NORAD stands for North American Aerospace Defense Command. NORAD is a joint organization of Canada and the United States that provides aerospace warning, air sovereignty, and defense for the 2 countries. NORAD can track every single flight, missile, or flying object in the country. They can also interpret unidentified flying objects if they get a call saying to or if they feel things look suspicious. So the previous 12 months prior to 9/11, NORAD successfully intercepted 67 out of the possible 67 planes, and they all took less than 20 minutes in time. Yet on 9/11, NORAD and the Air Force had over 80 minutes for when they were notified to intercept the hijackers, but still failed on all 4 planes. Also, on the morning of 9/11, NORAD had been notified by air traffic controllers that planes had been used in terrorist attacks in New York City and other places could be used as well. In return, NORAD responded by saying, "Is this real world or exercise?" And that YouTube link is basically the audio of it. Why would anyone ask if terrorist attacks are just exercise? Maybe because the United States military and other authorities planned and actually rehearsed defensive response to all elements of 9/11 scenario during the year prior to the attack, including multiple hijackings, suicide crash bombings, and a strike on the Pentagon. So, this is Osama bin Laden. Osama bin Laden is a member of the wealthy Saudi Arabian bin Laden family and founder of the organization Al-Qaeda. This is a picture of his family in Europe, and he's the one in the green. Alright. Bin Laden was on the American Federal Bureau of Investigation's list of 10 most wanted fugitives and most wanted terrorists. To the mainstream public, bin Laden was a radical terrorist, he was, but the history behind him and his family's connections with the United States might surprise most people. In 1976, Osama's older brother, Hashim, hired a man in Texas named James Bath. He hired him to handle all the investments in the United States for the bin Laden family. Bath also happens to be a close and lifelong friend with George W. Bush. He was also a former Air National Guard pilot. The connections between Bush and bin Laden's family became more evident when Bush Sr. visited Saudi Arabia and bin Laden's family in 1998 and 2000 for signing business deals on behalf of the Carlyle Group. The Carlyle Group is the largest defense contractor in the world, and they continue to reap massive profits of the post-9/11 war on terrorism and the Iraq War. So in July 2001, when bin Laden was already one of America's most wanted, he spent 2 weeks